Previously on Flip Game Strong.
I'm gonna have him come back and put another piece here so we don't even have to see the neighbor's yard. You know what I mean?
Well, that was really what he was supposed to do anyway. I told him to bring it up to right here.
What's up, family? We back at the flip, and we in the final stages. We are about 60 days into this project, and we're getting ready to wrap up. So I want y'all to come inside and take a look.
Yeah, like you said, the last episode, it was hot outside. We had a little break, but this is Detroit weather for you to switch up overnight. Like she said, we're close to 60 days to this project. If you're planning on flipping in Detroit, and they're giving you a time limit of anything past 90 days, you have a problem.
What if it's like major stuff though that need to be done?
Well, I mean, if it's an average house in Detroit, it shouldn't take no more than 90 days.
Okay. He think he do real estate for real.
Yeah. So if you guys remember, there was a wall here. We took that down, laid the kitchen out. She picked the tile. I don't think we should have went with this tile right here, honestly. I just think it was too white.
That's what's in though.
I think we should have went with the darker gray.
No, the house is so little, you want to make it feel open. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this.
Then got a huge overlip.
The overlook?
Overlip.
So, all right, so we weren't gonna leave this open. And just had this part over here with cabinets and counters and this. But I don't know, I just decided last minute that we should do an island over here, because originally the island was gonna go on this side, but I'm just like, the overhang is gonna block people from coming in and walking through. So that's why we went on and moved it on this side instead.
Huge.
So now you can sit about 1, 2, 3, at least 4 or 5 people, stools over here. Then we got the hood vent coming here, so it's gonna be a floating hood vent over the stove. I'm gonna provide some stainless steel appliance package for the house, refrigerator, stove, and yeah, I think we almost there. So I think we got about another week in here.
Paint is all in.
Yeah, we got some touch-ups to do. So that's what we need to come over here to do today, is do a punch list for my contractor so he can come over and do some touch-ups.
Do you walk through here with blue tape?
Yeah,
Orange
I was
tape
gonna tell you to get out the car. That's something in my trunk.
What about the duct tape?
Hell no, I was gonna pull the paint off the wall. See, that's how you know he don't do real estate.
I don't want to go
We're
to
gonna
this
put
cold.
some duct tape on here. No!
Blue tape for?
Blue tape is for the contractor. So when you go through the house and you see some imperfections or you see some things that need to be fixed, you put blue tape on it, and the contractor will know that he needs to go back and fix that, whatever has blue tape. So today is gonna be blue tape day. We got some blue tape in the car, but
What's in the trunk?
yeah, we can use this.
Yeah, I would say that.
But I know there's some plugs and stuff that needs to be
You'll have to make it work.
fixed.
And the carpet gonna need to be clean.
Just right there. So you go through and you just put blue tape so the electrician knows he gotta come fix that or pay somebody to fix that. There's a gap here, so he gonna fix that. Another gap here. And then when they came in to do the plugs, the outlets and stuff, the contractor touched the wall, so we just gonna hit it with a little bit of paint so it can touch it up. Ain't this a huge bedroom now?
If you remember what I was telling her, she like, no, we're gonna keep this up, make a living. Take this down, make this the main living space. Person can have a TV up here. Now you can put a couch, put a nice bed or whatever. But if you remember the first episode, it was a wall right here. The little door was right here. So it looks a lot better. I think this is right here gonna be the actual selling point.
I think so too. But my original thought, I wanted to keep the separation and just add some French doors. But
They might want it open. They want an
he
open
wanted to
concept.
open it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Open it up. That's what we did. Open it up.
What you putting that over there? Is it dirty or?
Yeah. So you can know the paint. Hit it with some paint. We gotta put the. So we still gotta put the toilet and the sink in there. I thought I had a toilet at the storage unit, but apparently I don't. So I gotta go get another toilet from Home Depot. We bought, how many toilets did we buy from the auction?
So earlier this year we went to the contractor's auction and bought 10 toilets for $75.
Total.
And then we bought 10 sinks for $75 total. And we bought light fixtures and different stuff like this. So we done ran out of toilets and sinks, so we gotta go to Home Depot. But I like this tile here. I like the way it opens the room up. Brand new window. Yeah, nice little soap holder. Somebody gonna love this house.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, so the sink will go right here. The toilet will go here. We're gonna put a vent over there and then put a nice big glass mirror or something in there. And then, once a person comes, we're gonna get a smaller toilet so it won't be bulging all the way out. So, but I think, so far so good. Nice vent up in there. So if you remember on the first episode, this was like walking into the dungeon. Had all that old installation that was up here hanging from the walls. We tore all of that insulation out, gutted it out to the studs. Took all the insulation out, threw new drywall up in here. Extended this part to the ceiling so a person can put a TV right here, which I think is gonna be, honestly, even though that room is so big downstairs, I think I would take this room. A little bit more private, yeah, this room a little bit more private. It's upstairs. Yeah, so you got like some additional closet space, 3 of them. You got one right here. You got one in there with some drawers. If you remember, the drawers is right here. We took them from over here and put them in the closet. And then you got a little closet space over there. Yeah, but I think somebody gonna love this house. It's real cozy, nice neighborhood. Everybody's talking about the east side. Don't buy on the east side. Where I think this is the side to buy on. Everybody's shooting for the west side. They're kind of talking down on the east side of Detroit due to the history. But I feel like times have changed. I think we have a few Caucasian couples just staying on this block alone. A few Mexican couples staying on this block. The lady next door, she's been over there for more than 30 years. So the neighborhood has changed. So whoever's watching this around the world, if you're thinking about buying in Detroit, I would suggest that you buy on the east side because $25,000 I think for the house, $45,000 putting it into it, and then the comps would be like $150. You know what I'm saying? $155. That's great for 60 days. 60 days worth of work. These houses, you ain't gonna never get it. First off, you gotta get you some good contractors. A lot of time contractors come in and they just do the work and then they don't want to come back and fix stuff. But get you a contractor that got a scope of work. This is an actual scope of work right here for the house. Where he's organized. Painting, smoke and CO2 detectors, drywall repairs, demolition. So this is the whole scope of work for the job from day one. You're looking to come here and invest in the city of Detroit, you get a lot more bang for your buck on the east side. Like I said, $25,000 to buy your house. $45,000 for this house. That's because I feel like we went over budget, like $10,000 at least with that garage. All new windows. We have 17 windows in here. All new windows. New porch. Brand new cemented the porch, cemented the driveway. So some things you can pick and choose sometimes, over here on the east side when you're thinking about flipping. Or, this may even be a good location to buy a few properties and then Section 8. We know Section 8 is always gonna pay on time. If we ever have some type of pandemic again, we don't have to worry about, calling the tenants every day and getting the money. I never do no regular tenants. You have to have Section 8. Have to have some type of government assistance program that's paying your rent. Because during those times taught me a huge thing as far as renting to tenants, because nobody want to pay bills. People still don't want to pay to this day because of that. Once you get, to me, the biggest process of flipping a house is the demo. Once you can get everything demoed out and get it down to the studs, you just put your team on it. Like she said in the first episode, don't get no contractor that says he knows everything. Get you an electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, and then just chip at it bit by bit. Put you a scope of work together so you'll know what phases to go in and how to go about it. But also, it's a beautiful process when it comes together, though. It's like new birth. Coming in here like we didn't when we first started. When I first joined the team, as far as doing flips with her, we used to go in places and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, this it." I'm talking about it's terrible, drywall hanging, bathroom look like somebody got killed in it, and I'm like, "No, we ain't about to do nothing." And she's like, "Oh, this is easy. This is just a demo. Just take this down, add this, add that." So now I see the process. So now I come in houses and I'm like, "Oh, this is easy." You go back and look at the episode as far as with the ceiling hanging out upstairs. A lot of people have walked out like, this too much for me. But that's just getting the right contractor that's gonna put that installation back in there, throw that drywall up there. And with Jason, man, Jason works so quick because he knows most contractors gonna take weeks to do something. Where he know by the time if he takes some weeks to do something, he didn't really spend all that money. He ain't made no money off that project. That's how he look at it. So he got it, the quicker he do it, stay on it, he be trying to do everything within about 2 weeks. So key thing is finding you some good contractors that know how to do what they specialize in and not know how to do everything.
The carpet guy, but some of these electrical shits, I'm talking to him about this shit because they really fucked this up right here. And then I told him, well, we're gonna do this and this because these two were supposed to be here and they were supposed to put another outlet over here and they didn't do it. And then they tried to say Jason buried it under the fucking tile work. And I'm like, no, I don't, because I got before pictures, y'all only wired it over here, right? So now instead of this, so we're supposed to have a plug over there for the microwave, right? Mm-hmm. So now that we don't, this light has to go on that one. So he had to make this a combo switch. And then this supposed to control the garbage disposal. And then we only have one fucking plug. We're supposed to have more than one plug over here. You know what I'm saying?
But is that code or what's the code?
Yeah, but you're supposed to have more. What if people got like a fucking coffee maker and a microwave? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They only have one fucking plug now. So that was the issue.
So then what? What are you going to have to do?
Nothing. You can't dig through the shit and cut it out. It just is what it is now. Take it off the bill.
What about the sockets?
The ones that I put the blue tape on? So you see some of those got gaps at the bottom or at the top, or some of them not flush. And I was telling him, like, I need you to put me a bigger faceplate on there. You know what I'm saying? Now, the one with the big square up there, I think Jason probably did cut that a little too big down here. So I'm gonna have Jason fix that. But some of those outlet covers and stuff are not flush. Yeah. So it's like, they gotta get fixed. All right, what we doing in the basement? Let's see what's going on.
So we had maybe about 2 weeks ago, we had a break-in.
Over the Thanksgiving holiday. When nobody was here working.
Somebody came and kicked in the door on like a Friday night.
I come over here by myself to the side door because I like to check on my houses when they vacant. So I come to the side door and I'm like, dang, dang, the stuff is peeled back on the gate on the Friday door. And I turned the doorknob and it opened. I ran back to the car like, oh shit, somebody in there.
You need your pepper spray.
So I called Mario and he came right on over to save me.
Yeah, but there wasn't nothing in here to
Take.
steal. So that's why I always say, don't put no hot water tank, no furnace in no house until the tenant is about to move in. Because that's exactly what they came for. I think you could probably on the streets for that package probably get $400, maybe $500 depending on who you deal with. Or like we do, we have we call it community furnace. So we painted it pink. We painted it pink. We put an air tag in it, and then literally, like, if you steal that furnace, we're gonna come right to your door. So that's why I don't buy hot water tank and furnaces on the street, because I don't only pull it up to the door, and they're like, hey, this is stolen on the west side. Somebody, you buying stolen property. Now we gotta figure it out. So don't buy no hot water tank and furnaces on the street in Detroit, and don't put one into your house unless it got a hot air tag in it.
So this side of the basement is finished, well, partially finished because we put the drywall up, insulated and everything. So when I go to stage it, I want to have a nice rug and a couch down here and a fake TV on the wall to make it seem like lived in, I didn't used to stage any of my flips, but we had an Airbnb and we had all this furniture from this Airbnb. And when we closed the Airbnb down, at that point is when we started staging our flips. We're like, shit, we could just keep the furniture and stage all of our houses once we flip, done rehabbing them. So that's kind of where the staging thing came in. I think we've only staged 2 houses since then. And
it makes a huge difference. I mean, I can tell you, I think part of real estate is also a mind game. So when a person is coming to see a house that you're trying to potentially sell to them, you want to put them in the mind frame of this is their home and walking in the door. So if you can walk in the door and you see a rug, a couch, a TV on the wall, beds in the bedroom, it gives you a better picture than trying to imagine how you will
if your
position.
furniture can fit, where it's gonna go, how should we set it up?
Faster because
Yes, I think so now. And then another thing too, all of our staging furniture is loud colors. Yellow couches, just gold, yellows, turquoise. I think loud colors like that also does something to the brain where
it excites the brain,
it makes the person, what is it called, dopamines, make the dopamines go off. So if you're going to stage I would suggest anybody that's flipping to buy them some furniture.
You know what else? Thing about staging, when you take professional photos and you put them on the internet, it look like somebody lived there. So it's least likely for somebody to break in. Because they always think, somebody living there? So that's one of the things
and another thing
staging.
we learned too is the real estate agents who come in to show the homes, sometimes
they be the setup
kings
and queens.
Oh, they come in and be like,
The setup artists.
You gotta really, get with you a real estate agent that you trust.
can you put cameras in there? Oh, this is me. Internet for that.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but we
that's
do that
that's
too.
what we do. So we do get a little the portable $49 a month box.
Yeah.
Put that internet in there, and we'll throw cameras around because
But this go around, I got a house sitter. He's gonna be moving in today or tomorrow. I don't know.
you can try that too. I mean, but house sitting sometimes they come in and you want them to come in and out during the day.
Show they face. Just
Show
make
they
it seem
face.
like some movement around
Yeah,
here.
just make it seem like somebody that moved in. $100, $75 a week. $75 a week, providing them with all the,
They ain't gotta pay for nothing. And it's gonna be fully furnished house.
fully furnished house. So, God willing, we can sell it within the first 30 days. So,
Cause I normally put dogs security, like the metal doors and stuff on there. But for them to install it, depending on how many doors and windows and openings that you have, it could be anywhere from $1,000 on up just for the install. And then you paying like $500 a month when I could just pay $200 a month.
bring some motherfucking Coney Island. Bring some Coney Island.
Yeah.
And then
Put a TV in there.
Period.
Yeah.
So what I think I'm gonna do though, this time the house sitter, I'm gonna have him occupy the basement space so that the upstairs stays nice because we got a full bathroom down here. I'm putting rugs and couches and put a TV down here. So I'm gonna have him occupy the basement so that when people come in, if he got wrappers and food and stuff like that, you know, just wanna. And then you don't know if they got an odor. Like if the house sitter has an odor, you know, it make the house stink.
So this is before we get to the bathroom. Hot water tank and furnace, right? Furnace and hot water tank. This is what's gonna happen if you just install it as soon as you know part of your project, part of your scope of work. It's gonna be wires hanging, you're gonna have stuff missing, and they gonna tear it all up. This is like prime example because when we moved in, or actually got the house, you could tell they had stole the hot water tank and furnace prior to us coming. Because this is how they tear it all up.
But you know what? This metal sometimes is really the most expensive part. Yeah, like the furnace is expensive too. So I love when they leave this here. Because I'm like, oh, I just got to slap the furnace in. I don't have to pay for no more metal fabrication and stuff like that. So I just get somebody to slide it in, put a boot on it, and make it fit. But thank you, thieves, for leaving this stuff. So we were gonna put a shower down here. It just turned into a fucking project. So it's like no shower. We just leave it as is. Come on now.
So these are the sinks and toilets that we got.
Oh, off the
We
pallet.
ended up getting 10 of these sinks here for $75 total, and we ended up getting 10 of these toilets for $75 total. So another thing, if you're a flipper around the United States or mostly Midwest, it's called Peaks Auction. They have it, I want to say, once or twice a year, where they sell like all the stuff that Home Depot couldn't sell. The excitement is gone. The
thrill is gone.
The thrill is gone for her. Like if you heard her earlier, she's talking about another project already. So the thrill for like this is the part that I'm excited about. Like damn, we about to get some money. You know what I'm saying? But as far as her as a little tomboyish contractor, she like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Let's. I found this. You know, now she's up 2-3 in the morning, and I walk in the office and she got 25 addresses, and this one right here 19,000, this one 40,000, this one 60,000. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's a
as far as for her,
rush.
yeah, her adrenaline rush is out the door now. You know what I'm saying? It's no more than just putting blue tape on small little holes. You know, she can't call and cuss the contractor out because he ain't done leveling the floor or putting the piping in or something like that. So the thrill for herself, I can tell you honestly, is on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z say. Like,
You gotta find another house to flip. What show is that? They always say at the end, time to find another house to flip.
I understand the flipping. Is the light good?
Oh, you need to turn the light back on?
You know, but I am understanding that this is the hustle. Like whatever your job is, you have to get up and go to it every day. You know, so I feel like at the end of the week, or if your job gives you a project and you're at the end of that project, they're gonna give you another one in order to continue to pay you. So this is how I feel like a real estate agent or a flipper. This is where they get their money. So now my mind gotta shift. You know, 2 weeks ago, have to shift to finding something else, another property, because the money is on, you know, got to keep the money spending. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep growing, got to keep the money spending.
Turn and burn.
She done turned and burned. She got 3-4 employees. Now I got to go to the next job. Because a lot of people look at it like, damn, you bought the house for $25,000, you put $45,000 into it, you about to sell it for $150,000. Shit, I'm about to go Miami. I'm about to go. No, you got to use that money into the next one to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know, that's how you become a successful flipper or a real estate agent or an investor. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the money get into your mind and like, damn, I got $60,000 profit, $50,000 profit. I can go here. No, take that, put it on to the next project. But yeah, we already on to phase 1 of the next project.
No, for real, they doing demo today.
Oh, fine.
So we ain't messing around.
So, I don't know what episode this may be, 3, 4, 5, or 6. We in our winter clothes. I know a couple episodes ago we were in shorts and t-shirts, but that's just one of the things that you have to get used to when you come to Detroit. The weather changes overnight. Yesterday it was nice. I didn't even have a jacket on yesterday. Woke up this morning, there's fucking 5 feet of snow. But yeah, this is the whole process of from beginning to end of flipping the house. This is you gotta have patience. You wanna have, you gotta have patience. That's the first thing, because especially being a female as she is in the city of Detroit, this is a man's game. So a lot of times, I try to step in when I have to, but a lot of times, it's a back and forth game with they saying, "Oh, I know how to do this. I'm doing this," but with her experience, she's able to say, she understands they talk, they language, so they don't really try to pull too much wool over her head
I tried initially.
Anymore.
In the beginning.
But yeah, man, we finally here at the last few steps. We gonna do the floors too. I'm gonna convince her again to do these floors.
I got a quote for the floor already. He coming next week. I'm not doing
we gonna do these floors. That'd be the our time together to get to. So
I think I know another place we can spend our time together.
Where?
At Somerset.
See, that's what I'm saying. Stay focused. Don't let the money, when you get some money, don't get talking about you going to Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Stay with the Foreman Mills, okay?
We can take a nice long walk through Somerset.
Yeah, see, we can go do some window shopping. Yeah, that's fine too. We go do some window shopping, but yeah, man, this is the process. Because I know a lot of times, I know the last couple episodes you guys like, they ain't gonna never finish that. I know they ain't gonna finish that, but from demolition to this is where it is at right now.
We almost there, y'all. I am happy to be done with this house. After 30 or 45 days, I'll be like, okay, I'm over it. But I'm happy to see the progress, the progression, and I mean, it's just what I do. Ain't nobody
After
fuck
30
with
or
me.
45 days, she already knows it's literally 75% done.
Yeah, and it's just like
Once you get the closing walls up and sanding the drywall, she really like she's over it. She want to see. That's why I say when she comes into houses and they terrible, and you gotta have a mask and a piece of paper, a shirt to go on top of the mask from the mold. That's what she loves. That's what she wants to see. The mold on the wall. She want to see the bathroom.
the ceiling falling
in. That's what turns her on. And then 45 days into that, it's probably 60 to 70% done. So that's why she like, we on to the next one. But this is the process, man. Like I tell you guys earlier, if you're in Atlanta, Houston, wherever you at in the United States, and you're trying to come to Detroit and flip a house, misfire your landlord.
Holla at your girl.
Don't holler at your girl, for real though, because earlier this year, I want to say I went to Invest Fest, and I went to a private dinner, and a lady was saying that she bought a house on, I want to say Dolphin Street on the west side. And if anybody in the city of Detroit knows about Dolphin Street, you know this street is Brightmoor, is one of the worst cities in areas in Detroit, and I don't know no part of Dolphin that has whatever block it is. I don't care if it's 16 blocks long. I can't tell you one block on Dolphin that has more than 7 houses on each side combined. So I think she said she bought it from a guy called the Land Bank King, and he's from New York. You ever heard of him? So that's rule number 1. He can't be the Land Bank King of Detroit, and he's from New York, and he ain't buying no properties here. People are probably buying properties and then just trying to wholesale them to other people who are out of town who heard about the
unsuspecting person.
Yeah.
They trying to sell it to them just
Yeah.
off some properties. You know, this land bank thing. The land bank is a junkyard to me. I don't buy nothing from the land bank.
Yeah, land bank.
I mean, maybe some land.
Yeah, I mean, we just bought some land from the land bank just to try to see what's
What's what?
want to see what's going on with it, and probably put some solar panels or something on that with DTE. But
That's another whole nother.
don't buy no wholesale deals from nobody who stay in Oklahoma and they talking about they running all the houses in Detroit. No, And then now
Scam likely.
she's like a year in into a small 2-bedroom house. She said they've been working on it for a year, and they still aren't.
You gotta have some boots on the ground, like some reliable people, boots on the ground. I just picked up a client the other day. He's in Montana, and we started breaking ground on his work on one of his properties too this week. So, and then he's trusted me with $20,000 just right out the gate, you know. But you have to build those relationships. That's how you get your name out here. That's how you get referrals and stuff like that. Stay solid. But y'all gotta watch y'all back in this. This Detroit flipping game is something treacherous. It's dog eat dog, and you just like. I'm sure the people that broke in here knew for a fact that we had a furnace and hot water tank in here, but because of my past experience, I know we're just gonna throw a stove in here to heat the house up. We're not gonna, cause they not about to take no stove, and it's an old stove. They not about to take that, you know. And then even with the hot water tank, when we want to pressurize the plumbing in the house, I just have my plumber, what we call loop the pipes, the hot and the cold, and loop it up so that water can flow through the house. We don't put a hot water tank in there, you know.
What I like to do is, I like to go and knock on the doors because they've been seeing this house sit or any house sit for months. So now, you know, create a relationship. Give them your number if something happens.
Always give them your number.
Let them know that you're the owner. So if you see somebody else trying to walk in and out, you know, and then they want someone to come in and
Fix their neighborhood.
beautify the neighborhood. Yeah.
All right, y'all, we out.